Matthew Shepard was beaten last weekend, tied to a wooden fence by two men who met Shepard in a bar in Laramie, Wyoming. 18 hours later, a passing bicyclist summoned help after almost mistaking Shepard's bloodied body for a scarecrow.
It's the yin and the yang of this life. Often people lose their loved ones. Oh, shit. And they can't talk about it because nobody wants to talk about it with them. We talk about it all the time, which helps, but is also hard. So I'm sorry.
That young man was killed in the commitment of a robbery. It wasn't because he was gay.
Ominously, I fear this legislation, intentionally or unintentionally, could have a chilling effect on the religious expression and the religious freedom of millions of Americans.
I've observed for 20 years that there are a lot of people who don't want to believe that Matt's murder was a hate crime, or not solely a hate crime, or not in any degree a hate crime. And I often wonder, what are they really trying to tell themselves? Matt was hit 20 times in the head with the butt of a huge, heavy pistol. For $20 and a pair of shoes? I don't think so.
The challenge is you can't punish people for what they think. You can't punish people for their ideas. People are saying that even if I'm guilty of a crime, I'm not guilty of a hate crime. That strikes them as worse. That's a good thing. There is a sign of progress in that. I know it doesn't feel like it, but there's a sign that recognizes what the greater harm is here. What you really want to know is questions like, would the crime not have occurred at all but for the bias? Would the crime possibly have occurred but on a much lower level? And those are things that are sometimes hard to prove, but you know, the criminal justice system is always hard to prove.
If you're not a straight, white, Christian man in this community right now, in this country, I'm worried about you. If you don't think worldwide, after Matt was murdered, that everyone who was gay was not afraid for their life because they knew it could happen to them any minute, then you just don't understand how the world thinks.